gonna try and get this going. We don't need these, I don't think. And I could be a bit more here. There we go. So now just trying it with a vertical view, and we'll see in like 2-3 minutes how this goes. I did a horizontal view just seconds ago, like live, and we had 0 views for a couple of minutes, which never happens. Now I'm trying this view, and if this doesn't help within like 2 minutes, then we'll switch back to just holding it in my hand, which is the least optimal, or very suboptimal, let's call it that. Best, in my opinion, would be if there's a horizontal view and it's on a pedestal, tripod, something where I don't have to hold it. This way it is kind of fixed, but I still need to hold it steady with one arm. If that's, again, not good for the, I guess, algorithm, or not liked by YouTube, then we'll do the usual live. And yeah, so I think within like 2 minutes, if views start coming, then that's a clear sign that it's the vertical view is the way to go, because the horizontal one is not giving or not getting any views, which might be logical if, I don't know, if people are scrolling with their phones. A horizontal view might not be the best for that, but remains to be seen. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. It's Monday as well, and not the best time to be streaming, I would say. A lot of people going to work, a lot of people coming back home from work, and yeah, hopefully we can make this Monday a bit more fun, a bit more interesting, with a nice chat. So we'll see how that goes. By the way, I hope that the sound is okay. If it's not, then I will speak a bit louder. And since there's a train track behind me, it could be loud, so my apologies for that in advance. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, topics, anything they would like to talk about, we can discuss anything goes. I was experimenting. I tried a horizontal view for the live stream, and it did not go well. And now the vertical one seems to be working, so yeah, that's the answer that I was looking for. Does it matter? And it seems it does matter. Justin, the answer to your question is no, my friend. I am not. And what was I going to say? Right, so I tried having the phone go on a horizontal view for the live and put it on a tripod. It didn't go well. It didn't generate any views, but the moment I put it to the vertical view, it worked, so there we go. Ivana says hi, and 11x Tech says, where are you from? And Justin is asking if the transition went well. Well, since there was no transition, I don't know what I could say to that. And Sarah said hi, so hello there. And for 11x Tech, if you want to guess, I can give you some clues. Usually people, when they ask where you're from, they want to try and guess, see if they can get it right. If not, then I can give you the straight answer, saying exactly where I am or where I'm from. But if not, I can give you small clues, like it's a country in Europe, for example. So that narrows it down a bit. Sarah says hello. Hello to you, Sarah, as well. Thank you for joining the chat and for being live here. Thank you for the likes. 11x says, is it USA? It is not USA. It's a country in Europe, European country. And the second clue is it's Southeast Europe. I can give you obviously more clues, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, thank you for liking the video. Thank you for being in the chat, and thank you for subscribing. If you subscribe, that helps me a lot. So yeah, thank you for that. I hope that you can see the view a little bit, and hope it's a good one. But if anything, if it's blurry, if the sound is not quite all right, then let me know, and I'll work on changing it. Sorry I didn't guess. That's fine. No problems. I can give you the right answer. I was just going to give you a few more clues, like it's a country in the Balkan region. Then the next clue would be the language is maybe a bit close to Russian. Next clue would be there's a famous tennis player from this country, the tennis player with most trophies. His name is Novak Djokovic. And then the next clue could be, for example, Nikola Tesla, stuff like that. So it's the country's name is Serbia. Not Siberia. Siberia would be north in Russia, and Serbia is a country in the Balkan region of Europe. Serbia, Ivana knows it, so there you go. Outlaw says India. It's India. No, I'm afraid it's not India. India is quite a bit far in Asia from here. So yeah, we've got, okay, 11x says okay. Yeah, there you go. Hope you're having a great Monday, by the way. And let us know what countries you folks are from. And how many, Justin asks, how many Igors do I know? I know three or four. Do I know a fourth Igor? I do, yeah, four Igors. Have you ever been to India? 11x asks. No, I haven't. I haven't been to India. I've got a lot of colleagues from India. I got like at least 11 colleagues that are from India, and I've tried some Indian food. I've seen a bit of Indian culture. The food I enjoyed. It's quite spicy, but it's fine for me. And India has some beautiful nature that I would like to visit as well. But we'll see. We'll see when the time is right to visit India. Yeah. There's a lot of people though, quite crowded. And here we don't have so many people, so that would take getting used to. Justin asks if Maladan is a common name here. It is not like you're close. A common name could be Mladen. So a bit close to Maladan, but Mladen. Mladen would be a common name here. David says, oh, there we go, another David. Says, I'm boring. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Thankfully, there's a scroll away one. So yeah, hopefully you find a more interesting chat. Sorry, bud, but yeah, I can't quite change that. Justin says, shut up to David. That's fine. People can leave their comments as long as we are civil, and that's his opinion. He's entitled to it. That's all fine. When will you come to India? Asks 11x Tech. Oh, I don't know. I've got like no plans so far to visit India, so we'll see how that goes. It could. It's probably years in the future, but yeah, we'll see. Thank you for the question, though. It's interesting. I love traveling in general, But yeah, Asia is a bit further away, and countries that are in Europe are much faster for me to travel. And like, I love going to summer vacations, like where there's nice beaches. So Greece would be one of my favorite destinations for like summer travel. And especially because, for example, my wife speaks Greek, so easy for us to visit Greece that way. Uh, but yeah, thank you for the question. Um, I hope you can also visit this country here. Serbia has a lot of things to offer, so it's fun for visiting. It's fun for tourists, I would say. So yeah, we can talk about that. We can talk about anything. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you have anything particularly interesting or anything at all that you would like us to discuss or talk about. We'll do that. How many languages do I speak? Asks Justin. Well, practically, I would say two. I'm fluent in two languages, but there's a small thing like here, the Serbian language. If you speak Serbian, then you can speak with people from countries that are close to here. So you can speak to people from Bosnia, people from Croatia, people from Montenegro, people from where else? Even Bulgaria. Sometimes because we basically all speak the same language. We were once one big country, and that's why we can understand each other. Macedonia as well. Those are Macedonia's, for example, and Bulgaria. We don't have the same languages, these two countries, but it's similar, so we can understand each other. And for other countries that I mentioned, we do understand um, each other perfectly. So I technically I could speak those languages as well, but I see them as one language, so that doesn't count, I guess. So two, like English, Serbian. That's that's it. I'm fluent in those, and I can speak just a bit of other languages, but that's just a small fraction. I did subscribe and like this live. Thank you, Ivana. Thank you. That helps me a lot, and I appreciate it very much. So, thank you. Glad to have a subscriber, and thank you for the like as well. It can help this channel grow and hopefully have some more interesting videos, different kinds of videos, and yeah, that should um, definitely help the channel improve. How's the Balkan food? Asks Justin. Well, interesting question. It's a lot of. There's a lot. Oh, there's a train. Sorry about that. Um, and I'll get back to the Balkan food in just a second. 11X asks, what is the time there right now? It's 4 something. Let me just check. Oh, sorry, 5:18. I thought it was 4:20 or something, but yeah, 5:18. So I'm a bit late with my live. But I got home a bit later from work, so yeah, got time to do it now. So yeah, 5:18 p.m. and a bit cloudy, as you can see, but quite hot. It's like 34 degrees Celsius. So yeah, very hot. Now to get back to Justin's question about the food is quite meat oriented and focused. There's a lot of meat in the Balkan food. There's a lot of like barbecue as well, and there's a lot of bakeries here. So a lot of bread and dough and all kinds of stuff that are like mixed. So bakeries with a lot of baked goods, but baked goods with meat. That's usually how it goes. There's a lot of food that is prepared by just cooking, boiling, stuff like that. But almost all of the food is centered around the meat, and then you have some sort of vegetables to go with that, potatoes and lettuce and stuff like that. It's quite tasty, and we have some nice cheese, well, cheeses or types of cheese like kaimak, for example. That's a type of cheese that is very hard to describe if you never had it before. It's kind of like if you ever had a milk that wasn't um, just raw cow milk, and then if you leave it just in a glass or in a cup at room temperature, over time, like within a few, maybe an hour, 2 hours, it will form a small layer on top. And basically, you time that, mm, make it a bit larger, and then you get that kaimak, which is kind of like a cheese spread, which is quite tasty. Um, and yeah, we have some like burger thing that is called pljeskavica. So it's kind of like a burger, but it's prepared a bit differently. It's also usually a bit larger than a burger. And people that tried it, like I had friends from UK, from Australia, even US, they really enjoyed it, and they wanted it more and more. So yeah, it's quite a caloric type of food, I guess. But it's also because we have a lot of cold winters, and that kind of food prepares you for that. And what was I going to say as well? It's like the better, I guess, healthier version would be what Greek people eat. That's like Mediterranean diet. That would be best. But other than that, it has some similarities to the Mediterranean diet, but with a bit higher calories, basically. And Ivana says, "Wait, you live in Serbia?" And yes, yes, I do. I'm in Belgrade, capital. Ivana is from Serbia, I would imagine. And I am in the capital of Serbia. Yeah, there we go. Ivana says, "Me too." So, Ivana, where are you from? Like, what is the town that you live in? I'm in Belgrade, capital, although you can't really see that it's the capital because it's quite green where I am at the moment. But yeah, it's the capital city, and it's quite fun for people that want to visit. It's got a lot of museums. It has a big nightlife scene. It's known for that. Music festivals, and yeah, lots of food that you can try. Um, and Ivana says she's from Chupria. Awesome. Very, very cool. Okay. I don't know if I had hmm Ivana might be the first subscriber from Serbia that I is not like I have a few subs that are my friends, obviously, but other than that, Ivana would be the first sub from Serbia. So welcome, Ivana, and I hope you're having nice weather in Chupria. Here we have had quite a storm, and it just recently passed. So hopefully it's not coming your way. But yeah, it's quite hot, and I hope you are able to cool off in this heat. So awesome, yeah, awesome to have someone from Serbia. And in Serbian, we would say, for example, "Zdravo, ciao," something like that, as hello. Uh, Web says hello. Oh, we have Bailey. My name is Bailey, if you do not know how to pronounce it. Excellent. Thank you for that, Bailey. Definitely better for me to say Bailey than Web. Uh, yeah, that would be Web Badger or Web Adage or Adage. So yeah, that would be very bad pronouncing that, but Bailey sounds much better. So great to meet you, Bailey. Thank you for being in the chat. If you have any questions or topics in mind that you would like us to discuss, feel free to leave them in the comments. And great to meet you. My name is David, and yeah, we're talking basically about all kinds of different topics. We talked about the food that's here. We talked about a bit of about the weather. I talked a little bit about the day, and hopefully your Monday is going well. Oops, sorry for shaking the phone. And Justin says, I'm not familiar with Celsius, but it's 88 degrees. Whoa, okay. So yeah, you use Fahrenheit. Um, and yeah, Celsius for me is easier because we just measure it like, um, yeah, I understand. So Justin says it's 88 degrees where he is, not that it's 88 degrees here. Basically, Celsius is a bit easier to measure, I guess, sometimes because you go to 100 Celsius is the temperature where water becomes gas or begins to boil, and zero, when you come to zero, that's when water freezes, becomes a solid. So, you know, 30 degrees is quite hot. It's 34 that it's now. It's enough so that you go swimming in the pool all day, quite hot. Um, so yeah, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's quite hot, if I'm not mistaken, where you are. And yeah, let us know if you don't mind. Do you live in south of U.S. like Texas, or is it some other area? So is 88 hot, or is it cool? I'm guessing it's not cold, at least. But as oh, you live in Tennessee. Okay, so I was kind of close. I mean, I didn't shoot for any towns, but okay, Tennessee, cool, very cool. I have well, one of my friends I have he lives in Chicago, but I had one friend that I think he lived in Tennessee for just a short while. Um, so yeah. So sorry, just a bit blurry for me. Okay, decent day, not the hottest. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's a nice day that I guess you could go maybe for a walk, or you could be outside. Matthew Carmen is with us, I presume. So nice to see you, Matt. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being in active in the chat. Let us know anything that you are any like. Let us know your thoughts or any topic suggestions or anything like that. Feel free to leave them in the chat. And thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great Monday. Justin seems to be having a good Monday since it's not the hottest day, so hopefully it stays that way. Here it's one of the hottest days so far. I think it's going to get even hotter. Usually we get really hot summers, and we can have cold winters, like gets to like 36 in the summer, which is very hot, difficult to like sleep. You need air conditioning, and at in the winter it gets to minus 15, which is like very like freezing. You get a lot of snow and stuff like that. Brian Durst, and you are going back to bed soon. I think he's still going. Oh, you mean it's quite late for Mr. Brian? Um, I Are you saying we're going live together like at this time? Because yeah, for me, I'm not going to bed soon since it's what now 5:30, so not time for bed quite yet. But if I understood your comment, you feel free to explain further on that. And yeah, at the beginning of the video, I was just mentioning how I tried to make the video horizontal, and that way I could step a bit more further back, and you could see more of this nice tree line behind me. But the the YouTube, I guess, algorithm did not like that, and it got zero views. So I just switched it like this, and voila, we got some views. So yeah, I guess we're not gonna do horizontal anytime soon. 10:30 a.m. Where Justin is, or Tennessee. That's quite nice. Okay, so not you still have quite a big chunk of the day ahead of you. It's still morning. I would say early morning, but I get up at like 6:30, so that for me at least is not that early. But it's a nice time of the day. I love the morning bit much more because there's like endless potential in the day. Um, nice. So since it's Monday, I hope you have like some nice plans for the Monday, that it doesn't get too boring. I hope it's gonna be an interesting, fun day for you, Justin, and likewise for everybody else. Hopefully, it's a nice Monday for everyone. I know Mondays are not people's favorite, but we can make it a bit better, hopefully with a fun chat. So yeah. Here, it's a big difference for people in U.S. and time difference, and people from Asia. Like I had, because I was a teacher before, I had some students from Japan. It was a big time difference, so it was difficult to have classes at the best time for me and best time for them. So yeah, that's same now with lives. Difficult to get the best time to do a live for you folks, and for me especially when I have to work. So it's a bit tricky, but I'm glad we're managing. So yeah, 10:30. You get plenty of time to plan ahead. Hopefully, you have free time to plan and see how your day will unfold. Whatever it is that you do this Monday, I hope you have fun and that you can say like, I enjoyed the day. So that's, I think, the most important thing, basically, just so that you can tell yourself that it was a good day, and then you can get a good night's sleep and have a great day again tomorrow. Small note, just remember to stay hydrated, folks, especially these in these hot summer months. Hydration is quite important, and since I have a lot of I have some fitness content, and I would like to remind people that yeah, hydration is good for health, especially when it's hot, and especially since when I go to like there's a what kind of vehicle do you have? Good question for Justin. I'll just answer that in 1 second. Just the thing that I wanted to mention is there's a sports center near here, and I went running a few days ago. It was really hot as well, like 31, 32 degrees. So quite hot. It's hot even if you just have a t-shirt and shorts. And so I was running and I saw people running with like a winter jacket on because they think they'll sweat, which they will, and they'll lose. I think they will lose fat, or they'll lose some weight. Weight they will lose, but it's water weight. It's something that they will have to get back to rehydrate, and it's dangerous because they can induce like a heat stroke with doing that, and also they can dehydrate themselves, which is not good. So yeah, just don't think that it's good to go running in winter clothing when it's hot outside. It's not going to help. So sweating a lot does not help you lose weight, the weight that you want to lose. Now to get back to Justin's question, what kind of vehicle do I have? I currently do not have a a vehicle, which is quite strange, I think, for U.S. people from the U.S. unless maybe you're talking to like a New Yorker. But in U.S., I know it's a lot of it is car focused. Like you need to have a vehicle to move around. There's not a lot of even like there's always lanes for vehicles, but there's no sidewalk in some places because it's not just it's not focused on people walking. And we used to have a how do you just say Renault, the French. Um, it's a French automobile company, Renault, and we had a Renault Megan or Megan before. But yeah, now at the moment we don't have a vehicle, we don't have a car, and we go by bus and we walk a lot. Um, I think um, in my step counter, I have like an average of 12,000 steps per day, which is quite good for like my joint health, my health overall. I do my cardio with the walking, and I finish my chores with walking, and then I hit the gym. And I don't need to do cardio in the gym because I hate doing that. It's quite boring. Uh, but if I need extra cardio, I would just like go sprinting and stuff. So yeah, no vehicle at the moment. We'll get one eventually, and it's a good thing to have, especially if you're going away from the city and you don't want to pay extra for like a taxi or something like that. But yeah, we're well connected with like buses and stuff like that, so it's fine. You can be without a vehicle here, not indefinitely. It's always better to have it, I guess, than need it and not have it. So yeah, we'll get one eventually. But interesting question. I don't think I was asked that before. So thank you, Justin. Quite an interesting question. You can let us know if you like cars. What kind of car do you watch? Do you watch? Do you drive? Is it like a muscle car, or are you a fan of muscle cars, like a Mustang, something like that? Ford. Yeah, let us know. And here, I think it's quite a like we are. Um, there's a lot of people who drive cars, and unfortunately, there's not enough biking lanes in the city. So for people that would like to drive, who would like to ride a bike, it's quite difficult in this city, especially because there's not enough biking lanes, and the ones that are here are not well organized. They don't um, go anywhere almost, or they just go for like a mile, which is not enough. So, yeah, the city would need more biking lanes, but needs a lot of other things as well. So, Justin says I have a Toyota Tundra SR5 or 5.7i, 2018. Wow, okay, that's quite nice. And it's not that old as well. So cool, very cool. And Porsche 911 Turbo. Two, okay, two cars. Good for you, Justin. Very nice. And you led with the Toyota Tundra, and then slammed it with the Porsche 911 or 911 Turbo. Nice. Um, that's quite good that you have two cars, especially if you have like a family. And then how come I can't? Don't know. Asks Justin. Well, there's the channel is actually it's an old channel because I created it a long time ago, but I started relatively recently doing this, like a few months ago. So there's not enough subscribers when the channel hits, I think 500, then the donations are possible. But until then, I think it's the only way is Patreon. The link to the Patreon is on the channel, like channel info. But thank you, by the way, for asking. But yeah, that's you don't need to do that. Of course, I wouldn't um, say to anyone that they would have to. It does obviously it will help in the long run, but for now we're just going slowly, and when we get enough subs, then we'll see how that goes. Um, and yeah, I'll see what kind of different content I can make to get there, hopefully faster. But it's uh, gonna be a bit difficult since I need to manage. Like I was gonna say, making a video, not a live, but like an edited video, a really like a well edited video, not just any edits, would be, I think, quite fun. I edited a few videos that weren't really good. Just I was playing with the edits, but having a good editor, just downloading that, sorry, downloading that, and then doing it, making fun videos like that is quite fun. But it takes a lot of time, and unfortunately, I don't have that amount of time at the moment to do that. Hopefully, when I get like vacation time, then I can focus more on those kinds of videos, and hopefully make some more interesting live videos as well. And maybe I could try playing a game or two. Why not? Sarah says hello. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for being part of the live chat. Much appreciated. If you have any questions or comments, observations, topics, anything like that, feel free to leave them in the chat, and we'll talk about them. We'll discuss them. But yeah, that's at least how I understand it. There's first, when you reach like a 500 subscriber limit, then there's ways to have live chat donations, and then at 1,000, then there's other options as well. So we'll see how it goes and how fast we get there. But it's fine. Slowly, but hopefully shortly. We'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that topic. And I was gonna say, on cars, great to have two cars, and I'm then guessing that you have either like a good parking space for them, because, for example, here it's really hell trying to find one parking space, even especially if you live in the center of the city. That's really hell to do, honestly. Parking is almost impossible here in some places. Thankfully, this flat is not in the center of the city. Obviously, I guess you could tell from the background. But also, we have our own parking space, which is not always a given. Some buildings don't come with that, unfortunately, and then you're kind of in a pickle, because then, yeah, you don't know where you're gonna park and how you're gonna park, and so yeah, that gets annoying real quick. So yeah. Assuming, since you said you have two cars, Justin, I assume you have a good parking for them, and that's really a good thing. So cool, very very cool. I'm glad for you. So yeah, if we'll see if anybody has any other questions, topics, let us know in the chat. I'll wait. Personally, then I'd get a moped. Yeah, that's definitely what some people are doing. They're using mopeds to park, and some people are even using the electric scooters. then parking would be easy, but but no coverage. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Moped, I think, is the way to go, especially when you live in those areas where there's no parking. Um, it rains like in the winter and in fall. I guess there's a lot of rain, so you're like, yeah, but it's still better because you can at least park. Uh, and yeah, there's a lot of people that use electric scooters here, but it's really not safe. And I say that because there's the reason for that is twofold. One is that there's a lot of drivers here that are just obviously not following the rules, and then they drive too fast or are not looking at you, and you on an electric scooter have zero protection. So that's like a real big issue. And the second thing is some of the roads are not well maintained. There's a lot of like holes. So that's the second reason where those electric scooters could crash in. Well, they crash, but then the person driving it flies off in who knows where, like what kind of direction, and who knows what kind of damage they do to themselves. So electric scooters for here at least definitely not a good thing. Mopeds, yes, mopeds are better as long as you're like a good driver, because I've seen countless times people in with a moped, they would go try to pass you on the right side, and they kind of enter scissors between two vehicles, which is insane to me. But I've seen it a lot of times here, and it's just every time when I see it, it's crazy because they enter. You don't expect them to be on your right and to try and pass you. Plus, they enter the zone where you can't actually see them, the dead angle, and then it just takes 1 second to hopefully avoid collision. So yeah, that's a bit tricky with the drivers of um, motorbikes and stuff like that that are a bit too reckless. But yeah, as long as you are a good driver, you're pretty well off with a moped. So yeah, that's a good shout out, by the way. Um, okay, well, I'll just let you folks know because it's already we're in the 44th minute of the live stream, quite long. I was thinking of ending it unless people have any questions, observations, anything like that. If you want us, of course, we can continue. But if not, we can end the live here. So I'll just wait for like 30 more seconds, see if you folks have any questions, things that you want to mention, anything like that. If we get more in the chat, we'll continue. If not, we'll end the stream here, and then hopefully we'll talk again. I'll try and do a stream tomorrow again, but these days I do the stream every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and on the work days I do the streams when I can. If I get home early from work, then yeah, I can do the streams. And once again, I would like to thank you very, very much for being active in the chat, for making this a fun chat. It was for me, and hopefully the same can be said for you, I at least hope. And yeah, thank you for liking the video and subscribing. And I'll hopefully see you folks again next time. So thank you once again. Take care. And yeah, see you next time. Bye, Justin. Bye, Ivana. Bye, Sarah. Take care.